should be good. I'm just gonna let people know that we're live again. Erg. Erg. Alright, we are back online. Just letting everyone know that. I hope people stayed. I mean, if they didn't, that's their business. Again, no one is obliged to stay and watch the clown show. Oh, hey, excuse me. You know, will be nice. Just some minor connection issues. All dealt with. I say minor, but literally everyone was. Hi, Dee. It's good to see you. Oh, speaking of clown show, this music. Yeah, there was some. Everyone was having issues with like bungled connections and whatnot. I was fine. I was having absolutely no problem, but whatever. Plenty of trombone here too, but yes, this is very much like fart music. This week in annoyed Hearts of Iron players. You mean what? What you mean? What I said, or did like you find something? Like I'm not really familiar with Hearts of Iron, so. I feel like I've been saying that a lot today. It's like, oh, I never played this, or I'm not familiar with this, or whatever. I feel like I've been saying that a lot today. I like how this one's just called Digging for Amulet. Game lag since it's more difficult. Since it's more to a different hard drive. Wait a second. Why does this kind of sound almost sound like a track from A Link to the Past, like the part anyway. Like, am I just hearing things? Oh, I remember you play as Pock's grandpappy in some levels as like flashback things. That is weird. Got a second one? Like oh, you got a second hard drive? It's a musical technique called tremolo. There we go. Now it doesn't really sound like it at all. tremolo. You know, that does sound familiar. Tremolo. Like, I think I've heard that before. You may have brought it up on once or twice before. The definitely parts that sound more Amiga than SNES. Very interesting. I'm assuming that the Amiga overall had better sound than the SNES. Admittedly, my knowledge for the Amiga is largely the Amiga CD32. That sort of weird quasi-game system, like game console, that was basically just a repurposed like Amiga computer, but like it was garbage because it was like just very like poorly produced. Some ways yes and others no. Oh, okay, so it's one of those trade-off things. I guess that would also maybe depend on kind of preference. Because like we talked about Genesis on here before, and I was surprised to see a lot of people in here said they prefer the sounds, like the sounds of your average Genesis game over your average Super Nintendo game. And I thought that was interesting because normally I hear the opposite. I think I said there that it really does depend on the game, and I don't really like to pick one or the other all that much. Maybe if you asked me to pinch, I'd say Super Nintendo, but like that's almost exclusively like nostalgia. Because even though I did grow up with both like Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, I still grew up way more with Super Nintendo, you know. It has 4 sound channels instead of 8. It's got 8-bit audio instead of 16. It doesn't have any limits to space like the SNES does, though. Ah, so theoretically, if you were to just leave it on its own, it would probably sound like worse or more primitive. But if you dink around with it enough, you could like there's more customizability, I guess. You could do a whole DJ set with an Amiga or two. Oh, that's awesome! look for Hoffman. Interesting. Maybe I'll give that a look-see. Okay, now I'm just gonna... Alright, so, where's the base sketch? I kind of need to put it over the, at the very least I need to put, like, the characters over the environment. Yeah, something like that. DC, if you're still watching, how does that look? I'll just move, like, the refs over, just, like, here. Neat background. Thank you. Is this an animation stream? Do you have any hot takes you want to share? That could be about anything. Nothing is immediately springing to mind. I'm gonna move the I'm gonna move the refs over, like, now. He's not made any game sets or Somanos, but he has it working on a port of Metal Gear Amiga. Oh, okay. I thought it was, like, the name of a game. I was very confused. What about Flash? I guess, you know what? I guess hot take. I still think that the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League looks like crap. I don't know, just... That's the first thing that pops in my head, because I know everyone was like, oh man, it's so much better now. I still think it doesn't look that good. Like, I still haven't watched it, because I'm, like, legitimately just not interested. And I don't want to talk too much, like, smack about Zack Snyder, because I know he's had, like, recently, like, some tragedies in his life, so I don't want to get too far into that. But I'm sorry, that movie still looks bad. Like, I'm sorry. I know that there are people who like it, and we're super excited for it. I still think it looks like crap. I'm guessing DC isn't still around, so I'll just send this to them, I guess. But yeah, we're going to be stopping that piece for now. And we're going to be moving back to that damn crow and doing this. This is just some characters, so I might actually, depending, I don't remember how many characters there are, but depending on how many there are, I might be able to get this done tonight, because after this is done, yeah, you know, I might be able to get this done tonight, because after this is just 3 characters. We'll see, but, like, because I know sometimes characters take longer than I often think that they will, but... What about Flash? I'm not... Oh, also, the dabbing squid. Thank you for the neat background comment. I will say, just super quick, now that we finished that piece, just a gentle reminder that I do, in fact, accept tips. Tips are a great way to help support the oh, did Fenbot go down? Fenbot probably went down when the internet disconnected. Hang on. Oh, there you are. We literally just, I literally just put your, literally just put your commission away. Hang on. I just have to boot up Fenbot again. The Amiga has a really crunchy sound, but it's also super nice in its 8-bit glory. Crunchy can be good. And while I'm waiting for that to load... No, that's the commission we're currently working on. Oh, here's Creepy Crag. Adobe Flash. Well, I don't know, because I didn't really use it much. There we go. Just a gentle reminder that I do in fact accept tips. DC, how does this look so far? Oh, there it is again. Tremolo. You like the background? Although this sounds very similar to the last one. That background work? Or do you mean works? Or I don't know. Well, regardless, do you like it? Or is there anything you want me to change? Alright, awesome. I will get you your next update soon. Run the character phase, so it shouldn't take too much longer. But then again, like I said, sometimes characters take way longer than you think. It's a perfectly serviceable animation software owned by the Aerospace Machine, who also supports the... You know what? Yeah, that's a good point. It's owned by Adobe, so screw it. Oh, I colored his hands wrong. I swear this is the same as the other one we just listened to a little while ago. Yeah, why did they just put the same thing in twice? If you need to get Adobe, you know, just do the thing. Hey, thank you very much for the $3 donation about the Great Milk Stick. Use this to buy beekeeping equipment. Make your own honey. Thank you very much for the $3 donation. Make my own honey with blackjack and hookers. Bees, my god. No, not the bees! Hi, Corgo! Ow. Welcome back, Corgus. So I will say, after refreshing the internet, it is running even better than it was before. So there's that at least. It's a bucket. Whoa. It's a bucket. Whoa. There's more. No. No. My god. Now this is like super SNES sounding. But again, I can't help but feel like we heard this already. Are they looping the soundtrack? Shotgun! For his special pluck, uses a gun. I wish the internet won't be so people Colonel. Anyway, you don't have to worry about R. Kelly ever again. Oh no, what did you do to R. Kelly? Minor case of fart music. Though, has there been any penis music yet? We shall see. I think these might be power-up songs or something. That's why they... Yeah, they are power-ups. Because they're like flamethrower, shotgun, boxing glove. I'm sad I have no more Aria. Wait, Aria, let's play to watch until tomorrow. Oh! All I hear this, all I can think of is that Cats video. Fallen Relays away with chords, huh? This is really pee-pee music. This is, yeah, rocket launcher. Pluck's got some intense power-ups. Like what Mario would shoot fireballs, like fireballs and whatnot. Sonic got like shields. Pluck just gets a freaking gun, and like a missile launcher. It's like, damn. And cowboy, what? And a cowboy, I guess. I know like nothing about this game. What happened? Oh, the internet was just like being pee-pee poo-poo for like everyone in the house, and so I'm just like, you know what? I'll just go off stream for a second so they can reset the router. And yeah, from what I can tell, now it's working a lot better. That's usually the solution when we're having issues with the internet, is just to reset it. But yeah, I'm back now. You're all stuck with me. Even my connection is better, and it was pretty good before. Oh, I think the soundtrack's over, actually. Oh, it's over. I was gonna put something on, I forgot what it was. Tempo. You're stuck with me, Fox. I'm bigger than you. Liminal spaces for his neutral special gun. Once he's felt uncomfortable, I've been to some of those places. Well, like we said, yeah, it's rural Ontario.
You know what time it is. Yo, homie, peep there. Tempo, check it out. You know he makes it funky, and he's good to go.
I hope you guys like really frickin' cheesy ass rap. The only way it could have been more 90s if he had, like, a gun. An alias this heck. I thought this was the Team Skull theme for a second. What is this? This is the soundtrack to a game called, Tempo that released on the Sega 32X. There was also, I believe, Tempo 2 on the Sega Saturn. It's a platformer that's like musical themed. It is like super indicative of the era. I thought I was about to start playing Run With Us. No, I think that would get DMC. Well, actually, then again, I'm trying to remember if that Foxtails video I did, which used that song because I talked about the raccoons in it. I'm trying to remember if it got DMC. I don't think it did. It's still not something I want to take a risk on because for all I know, they might have just missed it. Like, the bots, I just might have gotten lucky. I love that song. I know it's so good. Suado! Swords are nice. Very nice. Yeah, Nirvana plaid shirt shooting scenes with guns! And if we're talking comic books, don't forget pouches. And stupid haircuts. Slowly trying to copy Japanese anime. They do. Well, the thing about 32X is that it really doesn't improve the at least just from what I've heard, it really doesn't improve the overall sound quality much from the regular Sega Genesis. I do. I like that sound, yeah. Shoko Nandaru for the Demon Slayer intro. I haven't watched Demon Slayer. Last new anime I watched, you know what? I don't even remember. It's been that long. Oh, Cells at Work. That was like a couple of years ago, I think. It was about a year or two ago we watched Cells at Work, finally. I've heard Demon Slayer is really good. Rob really left his mark, didn't he? Yeah, actually, he did. Everyone wanted to do that style for some reason. I'd love to know why, but I guess people liked it at the time. That exaggerated, gritty Rob Liefeld style. I never cared for it. I always thought it looked weird. The characters look kind of lumpy, you know? To be fair to Rob Liefeld, he's improving, actually. If you've seen some of his more recent work on stuff like occasionally they cut big, occasionally he'll like come out of his quote-unquote retirement and he'll do like covers. And some of like the cover work he's done for like Deadpool is not terrible. I mean, it's usually not great compositionally, but like the anatomy is usually better than it was before. It's still Liefeld, but like it looks a lot better. There's a little extra something that Mega Drive doesn't have. It can be heard in Afterburner 2 and the 32X. Yeah, I know that there's like a little bit of a difference. But like just in general, it tends to sound very similar. Like even like Knuckles Chaotix, that game has a fantastic soundtrack, but it doesn't really do anything too outlandish, you know? And even this sounds like it could have been on a Mega Drive, like just on its own. See what I mean? This is a really good soundtrack. About to slash some heads, I'm guessing. Mega CD, if not using Odyssey, actually has a completely different soundtrack that uses alongside of them. Yes, in Sonic CD, like in Sonic CD, in the American version of Sonic CD, the songs are different than the Japanese and I believe the European versions for most of the levels, but not the levels that take place in, I think, the past or the good future. It's one of those two. Because those are actually not, like, files on the CD. Those are being produced by the Sega CD themselves. The past, thank you. Those are actually being produced by the Sega CD itself. So, they didn't change those. Because I guess it was harder. Sylphid uses 2 of the 3 sound chips. Interesting. Corgo, you're a cute. Also, thank you for petting Fenbot. I was watching a Let's Play of a US ex-military gun night as Marine Buddy were playing Fallout 4. The gun night of that game's assault rifle, calling it an abomination. I am not surprised that the guns in Fallout are not particularly accurate. Oh, Toy Story Mega Drive does something crazy impressive audio-wise. Does it? If only they had made the game using integrated graphics workstations. Or whatever the line from frickin' gaming in the Clinton years was. The main menu, I think, basically plays back Amiga music. Well, that's interesting. This is really cheese more off. More off. Going over thing wrong. What? I don't think I understand, sorry. I think there may be some typos. Does he have a thorax? No, he doesn't. Okay. Can Quan Chi be considered an onomatopoeia? Or auto... Nope. Because he doesn't Quan Chi. He doesn't go Quan Chi. I mean, he does, but that's not his sound effect. His sound effect is... Yeah, Corgo style. This really pissed him off, going over everything wrong. We got Jesus. Well, I don't mean to be that guy to gun nut, and I really hope he doesn't take the wrong way. But, bruh, Vadi game. Just pretend like it's like a weird post-apocalypse assault rifle. Don't worry too hard about it. Not that gun nut guy would probably be hearing me right now, but I'm assuming he's not watching my stream. If you are, I'm sorry. The way I'm laying on the hammock, ouch. Yeah, we've got a hammock in the living room. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cozy. I can wrap myself in like a caterpillar. Like he brought up the trained assault rifle and the service rifle from New Vegas. So he's played these games before. Will emerge like Corgo Butterfly. Sorry, folks. I'm just gonna take another opportunity to stretch. Spread those wings, darling. Yeah, heck, the Fallout 4 soundtrack felt to be a little bit odd. It's more like a flight machine gun, in my opinion. FML sound, very particular sound. I love you, knowledgeable about your music things, D. Oh, it's so sweet. Well, like, yeah, the thing is that it's just about the Fallout thing. It's so odd to me. Like if like the game was like a super like accurate like gun simulator, then yeah, absolutely get mad. They screwed that up. That's an important part of the game. But here it's like it doesn't really affect anything. I mean, sure, like clown on it, do what you want, but like it's not really the point of the game, is it? Music's kind of your life in some ways. That's fair. It's a good thing to make your life out of, you know? Music's a great way of universal communication, you know? Everyone understands music. I mean, maybe not the theory behind it or how it all works, but everyone can get the kind of feeling from it, you know? Everyone can understand the feelings that they're meant to evoke to some certain extent, you know? It is the universal language, as it were. Technically all forms of art are, but like music in particular, I think, is a very powerful tool. Well, I absolutely love seeing people talk about the things they love. Yep, same. Unless it's me, because I just blather on about things that don't matter. But like, you know. Usually my hyperfixation for that month. But I'm reminded of that time the Army gave all the soldiers bars. See, when I hear that, my first thought is that is the Poopity Scoop song, like the Kanye. I think it's Kanye. The Poopity Scoop, Scoop Diddy Whoop. Because there's part where he goes like those bars or these bars or something like that. They matter to you, so they matter. Aw, but Fox, they do matter. Okay, I should rephrase. It's not that they don't necessarily matter. It's more like, oh well, that's good. Oh, good. Fox passingly watched a video on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That means we're going to be able to listen to him talk about nothing but the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the next month or so. And we're going to see him do fan art and whatnot. Although I should mention that I haven't actually completed any proper fan art that I want to show. So no reason for it. I just kind of like, eh. I am working on something, but like, you know, I can't make fan art. Well, I like to put in the amount of time. Like, see, for me, I actually find fan art to be a super useful learning tool. Like, you might notice something that I tend to do when I get into something is I'll kind of like redesign it. I think that makes for good homework, kind of self-imposed homework, and I love doing it. Kind of distilling down what makes a character kind of good and figuring out what details I want to keep for what I'm sort of aiming for. Like with Cherry, I wanted her to fit better in with my normal art, so I tried to distill what I liked about her design and how it would apply to my art. Then you look at something like Reptile, which was kind of my attempt to try and combine more classical Mortal Kombat ninja stuff with Mortal Kombat 11 kind of style costume kind of look, and him, you know, being a lizard. Yes, and I'm here for Fox Rants. I just don't get anything out of it. You know what? That's fair. If you don't get anything out of it, then don't do it. I get so much out of doing it. I love doing fan art. Sometimes I like it better than drawing my own characters. Sometimes. Not always. Not always. In fact, I would argue most of the time I prefer drawing my babies, but same. Bar means Browning automatic rifle, like a light machine gun. I would honestly sit for hours listening to people talk about things they love. I love how happy things make me. I love looking at other people's fan art, though. I always get kind of sad when I look at other people's fan art. I'm like, oh, that's so good, though. Or why didn't I think of that? Fan art is great. I got some pieces for both Corgo and Fox in the works right now. Ah! 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 Excite. Ah! But like in a good way. I'm actually gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back, okay, folks? I'm back. What'd I miss? tell my friends more, but I can't right now. Hey, if you can't, it's all good. You already know sort of what I'm doing for you, Corgo, but I will keep... Ah! I wanted to draw Fox one word and mess. Oh, yeah, dude, go for it. Go for it. Even if you do, quote, and quote, mess it up, you won't have messed it up, because it'll look awesome, because you drew fan art. And, the idea of receiving fan art is just so wild to me, because, I mean, it's not that I've never gotten people drawing my characters before, but it's so rare, and I get so excited when it happens. It's just like evil, like Zenza's victory dance. Solo victory dance. Duet victory dance. Evil! I've angered the fox, lol. I didn't say anything, Style. I seen your... oh, okay. I mean, not... a lost man. I hope you can have a nice sleep tonight. It's still late where you are. Yeah, you maybe go bed. No, dog do jump on lap. Baby. Give doggy kisses for me, please. Yes, the babe, but I'm a klutz with a very nice thought. You know what? That's a fair point. But still, give them kisses for me, please. Yes, I also love your dogs. Babies. I've never even met them in real life, but I love them. Oh god, that loop is terrible. Roblox like a cat. I need more forgiving animals on the Discord. Cotton balls. The kittens were soft and cute. Aw, babies. I love my doggos, but they are big and klutzy and just ooh, they are a handful sometimes. But I love them. They're good girls. Alright, that was, tempo. Now we're actually out of, things I was planning on putting on. I should have thought of something to put on. Could always put on the Sonic Mega Collection music for like the umpteenth time. Cotton balls. Well, that track ended. Yeah, it was, I think, like a power-up or like an item you collect or something. I'm gonna put it on until I can think of something better. I'll put it on with the lowered pitch, because I actually really like how that one sounds. Again, that's by NostalgiaFox0205 on YouTube. Don't know this person, but Katamari music. Eh. Thank you for the recommendation, though. I want to give hugs to all the precious fur baby. Yes! Floof Cloud. The Zombies Ate My Neighbor soundtrack is pretty alright. Is it? Maybe I'll give it a listen to in a minute. Dark Cloud 2. Ooh, Dark Cloud 2 also has an excellent soundtrack, but I can never find it. For some reason, whenever I like find it, it's always like the pitch is always off. Like everything sounds lower than it should. You remember it so we don't have to? Very B-movie reminiscent. B-movie! Wait, what about... Wait, why are we quoting the Nostalgia Critic thing? But, like, I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. Like, whenever I, like, look up, like, the Dark Cloud soundtrack or whatever, it always is, like off-pitch. It actually reminds me, on the Undertale official soundtrack, the store theme is off-pitch, actually. It's too high. Why does that happen? I don't understand. The Infamous one had a great ending song. Infamous one had a great end credit song. It was amazing. I am not familiar with the Infamous one. Do you mean like Infamous Second Son? Or I mean just Infamous in general, rather? Never really played any of those. I'm only really familiar with them tangentially. They never really piqued my interest. The Back to the Future NES game soundtrack, if you're looking for penis music. That's not even penis music. It's literally just the first few notes, or some of like, just the core, like the first few notes of the chorus of Power of Love, at super speed. Just that's the Power of Love. Well, okay, yeah, but style, that's true, but like those different variations and whatnot are on the soundtrack. I'm talking like the thing that's just the shot music is on there and it's at the wrong pitch. According to all no laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. His tiny little wings do not take his fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, does not care what humans think is possible, or however the rest of that goes. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why. You know, especially since it's Undertale, Toby Fox, legendary music composer Toby Fox. Toby, fix that. It doesn't sound nearly as good at that higher pitch. And that's a shame, because it's like one of my favorite shot musics in like any game. I think it might actually be my favorite shot music in any game. Like I'm legitimately thinking about it. Maybe Zelda. Like maybe Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. The da 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 da. But even then, that's like, I don't know. Battle Tower theme is a bop, though. Is that, I'm assuming, like, Pokemon Battle Tower? Yes. Swoosh. I guess. I don't really like the Sword and Shield soundtrack very much. A lot of its music I actually find to be kind of annoying. There's one key. I like the gym leader boss music though. Whenever I hear it, I can't help but think of Jim Sterling. Undertale fandom is crazy. It's no more crazy than any other given fandom. I think people tend to over-exaggerate with that sort of thing because, like, you know, it was the flavor of the month like 6 years ago. Lost indeed. No, he has a point. Some songs on Undertale are different pitch in game than on the OST. Example, Death by Glamour is half step high. Oh yeah, Death by Glamour is also a step higher! What? Why? Why would they do that? Hi, look, honey, an abomination! How you doing? I still love your name. Ooh, Undertale. Bump, 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 ba na na na. Who remembers Flipnote? Like Flipnote Studio? I never used it. I am aware of it, but I never used it. True, at least they don't have neo-Nazis running around, I think. Oh, I'm sure they exist. Every fandom has neo-Nazis running around somewhere. Unfortunately. I'm glad you love my name. I love you and your... Oh, thank you very much, Look, Honey, an Abomination. I'm glad you're having a good time. Mettaton Neo is a bop, though. Yeah, it's too bad that, like, you know... Or no, that's the other Mettaton form. The chillin'. I'm obviously working. I'm just gonna wrap up the line work. I think it looks done. Actually, wait, no. I know I was talking about this earlier, but oh my goodness. How you doing, Kaze? The cutie. I'm just gonna color this in now. The fashionista form for Mettaton because Alphys was such a hardcore lesbian, no lie. Her and Undertale, her and Undyne are cute. Well, I think it's passively implied that Alphys was bisexual, but we're pretty sure that Undyne is a lesbian. Not that it matters one way or the other, but like... Of LGBT descent. I like that phrasing. Oh god, there's a few Soviet nostalgists of the soccer fandom. Given what you've told me about that game, would not be surprised. I do like your reaction. It's like you're having... Are you gonna be okay, bruh? Having some PTSD? Aw, Kaze. A little. I'm so sorry, man. I know, like, next to nothing about the game, but just from what you've told me about it, it's like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Save the World is also a different key in game, slightly lower than the OST. Yes, it is. Though, if I'm actually being honest, I prefer it in the higher pitch. It's a very minor difference, but I do actually prefer it in the higher key. Aren't those just called tankies? Yup. Though I'm not here to talk about people's political spectrums, I will just say that's a very interesting modicum of folks. I think modicum's not the word I'm looking for. Whatever, you know what I'm getting at. Quick to say, more fun as well. Yes, I'm one of those people that gets bothered by funner. No, I won't bite your head off for it, don't worry. And there are a few Nazbuls in there. Ah, geez. As much fun as one could derive from tankies anyway. Anyway, let's change the subject. You Nazbul, god damn it. Fun phone, Undertale, thank you, Style. There is a theme that plays when you kill all the monsters in a room. It is an extremely slowed down version of Megalovania. I thought it was an extremely slowed down version of Flowey's theme. Like the da 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 da. Or it was like an extremely slowed down version of a given track. Yeah, I was right, Flowey's theme. Thank you. It is a really cool little detail. It's also super creepy. Yeah, when you take the genocide route, Undertale becomes a horror game. Like just straight up, it just becomes a horror game. In case you didn't know. How long did it take me to get used to CSP? Oh, it took me almost no time. There were like very little growing pains. I did look up some guides, but I just realized that it was pretty easy to get into. It does help I was moving on from Psy, which is a pretty simple program. So, like, it was really just kind of, I consider almost kind of like, not that I'm saying that Psy is, that CSP is necessarily better than Psy, because Psy is also a really good program, but, excuse me, it kind of just felt like it was the next step up from that, in terms of usability. And then slowed down one that actually plays with confronting monster, because actually the random encounter theme. Interesting, I actually had no idea. I tried to do a genocide run once. I couldn't do it. I love the characters too, but yeah, no, I can't do it. I also don't need Kara dicking around with my computer. Yeah, I know she doesn't actually do anything, but I'm like super paranoid about that sort of thing. Flash's vector abilities. Oh, well then you'd love Illustrate then. I think it's Illustrate that has like the vector stuff in it. I honestly am not really sure how to go about using like vector shapes and whatnot in Clip Studio Paint. I will freely admit that because it's not really what I do. My line work layers are vector based. I do make sure of that because it means it means that they're less pixely, like they're less blurry. I don't know why I'm bothering to drip the thing there because I'm not following the color scheme of that outfit, but whatever. Oh god damn it! Come on! I hate when that happens. All right, I'm gonna turn down the saturation on the boots. They're a little distracting. All right, there we go. That's better. Very earthy toned character. The exception of the nice blue kind of highlight there. On the PS4 version, it can close your game when you're fighting a big fight like it does on the PS4. It can't, rather. Jesse Rotino fandom calls it playing Burgundy system. What are other topics? Voice acting? Or playing Burgundy? Well, Style, I mean, if you want to talk voice acting, please feel free to say whatever it is you've got in your mind. And again, this is also an AMA stream, so if you have any questions, please feel free to throw them my way. Man, I can't just figure out how your line work with the program is so smooth compared to mine. Well, for starters, it's not. I'm just really good at tricking people into thinking it is with color. That aside, these are his eyes. Why am I coloring in his hair? That aside, a large portion is I use 100% stabilization. Like if you or the very if I can freaking oh no, that's the wrong thing. I use 100% stabilization because if you've ever seen me draw with pencil, my hands are kind of shaky. So and my pencil work tends to look kind of sloppy. So stabilization helps a lot. Photoshop actually, I believe, doesn't, at least for a while, it didn't actually, just talking about Photoshop, it didn't have a proper stabilization system. You actually had to use a specific extra program, I think it was called Lazy Nizumi or something, to help with stabilization, which is, Photoshop, what the hell. It was either that or it had it, but it just wasn't very good. I'm a a brave boy. Not brave enough boy for this! The burgundy is Tia knows out. It's a duck pop! Is it? Alright, well then, honestly, just practice. I mean, like I said, I'm just good at tricking people to thinking that my line work is smooth. So... a lot of it's just due to color, honestly. He has a bit more going on. I kind of like the detailing on that one face up there, so I'm going to base it on that, I think, as opposed to just the straight brown. So it's like brown, but then there's like accents of black and things like that, you know? So it's like tube. I think it was like, yeah, the mandible was still black. So let's tube. Fox, did I tell you that Phil Swift is on TikTok? Yes, you did, and I was already aware of it. I sawed this boat in half. How is Stream Doctor? 911 Bill call. Okay. Is that inappropriate? I don't know. How do y'all feel about it? I mean, I'm all for making fun of Bill Cosby as much as the next guy, but... Phil, what does that have to do with tape? Me, you drawing traditionally. I'm gonna just make a whole lot of chicken scratch line is smooth. Pro tip, don't do that. Feathering your lines will actually just make it look, a lot more rough. Feathering is like something I actually spent a really long time getting out of the habit of, and sometimes I still do it. You should be going for... Okay. That answers that question. Don't do Lostman, no. Don't. No. I'm sorry, that's inappropriate. It's bad that's even more inappropriate. Please don't. Check your Discord DM. That's concerning. I know you didn't mean anything by it, but like, you know. Oh my goodness! Oh, it's so cute! Oh, I didn't mean to time him out! I didn't mean to time him out, I meant to delete the message. Uh-oh. Lostman, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to time you out, I don't know how to fix that. Would you happen to know how to, $9.99. Milkstick, would you happen to know how to untime out someone? Some of my favorites I've seen are the ones that go around just absolutely roasting people trying to cook. Wait, some of your favorite whats? Okay, thank you, Milkstick. How do you do that? I have absolutely no idea how to do that. Thank you. I have absolutely no idea how to do it. I'm stupid. Yeah, sorry, Lostman. I didn't mean to. I just meant to delete the message. I just clicked on his profile. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to, frig. This is why I leave it to the moderators. I'm already in the corner. Actually, I am in the corner. My setup is in the corner of the room. But yeah, with that said, let's mayhap dial back the I literally watch way too much TikTok, but honestly, it's addicting to me. I have a TikTok. I barely use it. You want to know when I use a TikTok? I use it when a chicken nugget updates their stuff. That's it. Nope. I do also have a friend of mine who's on TikTok, and they upload their, like, Pokemon collection and whatnot. I occasionally check those out, too, but, like, other than that, Okami did a great job on the back. I know, it's so cute! Jockey. I was referring to the late night show, explaining why I invaded North Korea. What? What is that? Huh? I'm so lost. I'm so lost. What is that emote? Oh, it's your Hama. And he has underwear on his head, because of course he does. It's your Hama. John Oliver did a Trump saber rattling. Explain a segment why. Well, I mean, yes, it is. But also, are they still talking about Donald Trump? Jesus Christ. Can we just, like, pretend like it was a bad dream? The bee looks so... I think he's supposed to be like a wasp or something. Because the character description said he was a wasp. Back in 2018? Okay. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, I think we might be able to finish this by tonight. And that would be, like, super awesome. Because it'd be like, yay, that's another commission done. And then I could focus on DCs. And get that done sooner, and then I can open up commissions again. Though I'm probably going to take a day or two off, just to, you know, be like, yeah, I don't have to worry about commissions for a bit. Maybe take some time to edit together that video I've been meaning to edit together. Yes, just in case y'all forgot, I am trying to edit together another video. If you guys remember, I was doing a tier list kind of thing, and unfortunately the original files are lost. Or rather, the original, like, edited together files. Like, the raws are still fine. But, like, the edited together, that was part of why that was sort of one of the catalysts that made me want to stop making videos. Because I was just like, you know what, it's just really not worth the extra effort. But now I want to kind of give it another go. Kind of keep myself in the mindset of it's just for fun. Because I feel like I rested too hard on the idea that I was using it to promote my other work. Now it's just, I do what I want, you know? Anyway, I'm rambling about nothing, sorry. think, does anyone remember all the stuff under Trump? Any Americans know the timeline? Well, you see, it all began when Trump accessed the source wall to find the anti-life equation. Alright, Corgo, sorry about all that. Lostman, if we could maybe stop the political discourse, please, I'd very much appreciate it. I've had to say this a few times now, and we even took you off of timeout. Now it's starting to get uncomfortable, like, people are leaving. So if you could not, please, I'd very much appreciate it. Next time I will have to do something, and I don't want to, because I don't want to have to make things uncomfortable. Aw, Duck Pup. I'm glad you like the thing. I'm glad you like the sketch. But yeah, I'm glad you liked the sketch. It was a lot of fun. Your character's very cute. She always did a lot of fun to draw. So how's everyone doing? How about that weather? It was very cold today. I just want to remind you folks that we are in May. Doing alright? Hey, doing alright's not bad. Alright is better than bad. As the kids say. Goo. Doing goo. Okay. Doing goo. I guess those emotes are meant to represent that you're feeling good. But yeah, it's freaking... It was cold today. It was like... As CSP's become a struggle for me, I've bummed myself out with it. I'm sorry to hear that. Gee, okay, just writing a short story for a friend's birthday. Oh, that's so cool. Still kind of, not gonna lie. Hey, it's alright. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, DC. If you, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking a break if you feel like you need to take a break, though. So, if you feel like you need to take a break, take that break. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I have no idea why I'm talking like this. After 2 weeks, I'm almost done my first paragraph. Oh, that's a mood. But hey, you made progress. Hi, geek. Oh, the song's over. Somebody. Oh, zombies ate my neighbors. Right. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, it's just a sort of okay. God damn it. You're thinking about heading out? If you so choose, my dude. That's up to you. Again, no one is under obligation to stay. If they got something they gotta do, or they just don't feel like watching anymore, we can head out. We like having folks around, but we're not holding a gun to your head. Vector lines are such a headache to deal with. Lines come out wavy no matter how smooth, then simplifying them is really annoying. When you want to correct it, are you using a mouse or are you using it? All right, see you later, Lostman. Or are you using a take care? Are you using a thing? Cause like a tablet. Using a tablet. That's unusual because I don't really have that problem. Maybe it's something with your tablet drivers? I don't know. Maybe go into your tablet like settings and see if you can configure it a little bit more around CSP. Because you can go into your like tablet settings and whatnot, and you could change it per program, right? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, how much longer is this song? It feels like it's going on for like 10 years. Okay, it's almost over. Now that I listen, I'm not sure this is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I don't remember. This is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. This is the bonus stage unreleased track. I think it's I think this was a soundtrack that was meant to be in the game and just isn't. Or they were gonna put it in the game and then they just didn't. I honestly have no idea. Never played this, so I think they're releasing it in the sequel on Switch, so. This is the boss battle, I guess. I'm not really sure what order this is being played in. Didn't like the Irate Gamer like review this and say it was like crap and then like everyone got upset or something? Or am I misremembering? It's a different workflow with vectors on Clip Studio Paint compared to other software. I submitted the lace driver says it does it to the automatic, and then you check the website manually. I believe there is actually a thing that lets you check for updates. The place definitely has a weird order. The song's the fourth level. A hedge maze full of chainsaw maniacs. Like, but does anyone even remember the Area Gamer? I sure do. Iron Gamer, was that the guy who fell in with a back? No, that was God, who was that? I'm gonna look up the Traitor to America list and I'll tell you. One Angry Gamer. He was like AVGN light is probably a good way to put him. He's still kind of around. Actually, he did something really recently last year. He actually did a collab with the AVGN. I believe he was reviewing Dick Tracy. And the sort of, I guess, plot, quote-unquote, of the review is that they're both racing to see who could beat it first. Oh, look at them emotes. Yes, stream Fembot, thank you for reminding people that I do, in fact, accept tips. Tips are a great way to help support the stream. They help me, you know, pay for things to live, and they help me buy new equipment and games for the streams. On top of that, also, we've got a 8-day period. Yeah, it's apparently now 8 days. To get to $420 in total raised on the bar up at the top right, and if we do so, I will 100% the game, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2. We're already at $305, so we're getting along pretty well. Excuse me. I kind of need to stretch. Hang on. All right. Stretch. What a weird song this is. turnip pen. It's just a regular, like, just smooth pen. I think it's one of the defaults, actually. I really, just kind of picked it on a whim. I thought it looked nice, so I just kind of went with it. No. It's not the bell pepper brush in GIMP. Bap! Why does this sound like Batman? Da-na-na-na-na. Like, am I the only one hearing that? Bap! That one random, like, part that just gets louder. Bap! 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 Ah, so many Stream Doctor emotes. Heck. Bap! I don't know why that's so funny to me. So many stories behind each emote. Duck puppy. Burp. You wanna know why I think it's funny? I just realized it's the Super Nintendo equivalent of a bass boost. Oof. That's oof, not bass boost. I jumped. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What a weird song. What am I listening to? Paul Wing. Now this is boss music. Whoopee! Now this is boss music. Like, what is happening? It's my time to bid you all a good night. Love you. Okay, bye, Style. I'll see you around. It was good to see you, friend. In a few levels, you have to take out a giant baby. As you do. Oh, this sounds like super MIDI. Sorry I'm being so quiet, folks. I don't really have a lot to say right now, I think. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask so we have a good topic of discussion and that sort of thing. I'm intending on keeping it working until we've gotten this commission finished. So we still got a bit of a ways to go. We still got to finish coloring this character, and then we still have one more character to do after this. So we've got quite a ways to go yet. Oh, jeez. Please excuse my yawning. Which furry Twitch streamer do you think is the best butt emoji? Oh, I don't know. That's hard. Give me a second. I guess Lumi's is pretty good. Yeah, I guess Lumi's. Actually, the one that Stream Doctor here has is also quite good. I hope that answer was informative. How come one of the sound effects sounds like a pitched down version of King Harkinian going like, oh! Streams 374s. Which one is that? Oh, or do you mean Stream Doctors? Oh yeah, 374, okay. Is that you saying that you could spank it once? It did kind of dink for a second, yeah. I'm actually just real quickly gonna go to the bathroom, okay, folks? I'll be right back. I am back. I have returned. Whoops. Thank you. I'm glad to be whoops. You know, just a gentle reminder, I do in fact accept tips. Tips are a great way to help support the stream and help me to be able to keep you know, living and all sorts of things. My phone bill just came out as well, so bleh. Excuse me. Also, if within the next 8 days we reach 420 on the bar at the top right there, for donations to my Streamlabs, then I will 100% tie the Tasmanian Tiger too. Thank you very much for the $15 donation from the DC Abides, making the 100% chart an even 320. Thank you very much for the donation. That helps us go a long way, or that kind of donation goes a long way. You know what I mean? We've only got $100 left to raise at this thing. Thank you very much. Woo! We're required to have currency. What is this, like cowboy music? Look at that dabbing octopus. Dabbing octopus will let you know that everything is okay. Oh, you know what, though, that's kind of creepy. Alright, so that's the end of the Zombies Ate My Neighbor soundtrack. It was alright. It was very odd and experimental, which is pretty neat. But I don't know. That's just me, though. Oh, yeah, I want to... Does anyone know what this is from? I have the Office track that's exclusively the Genesis version. Oh, wow! I completely forgot there was a Genesis version of Zombies Ate My Neighbors. But anyone want to try and take a crack at what game this is? I just can't place it. Anyone else want to give it a go? I want to see if anyone can guess. I will give you a hint. It is a crossover game. Based on two popular IPs. Huh. A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle SNES game? No, actually, though. Good guess. Sounds a bit dark. I mean, for, like, Mirage Turtles, maybe it would make sense, but not, like, for the TV show, which is what games were usually based on. The one example I could think of where it wasn't really was the NES game, but even then, it had a lot of stuff from the Technodrome and Krang and things like that for the TV show. It was more just aesthetically, it was more inspired by the Mirage comics. Marvel vs. Capcom, never on the Super Nintendo. I don't think I specified it was on the Super. This is on the Super Nintendo. Sorry. So hopefully that narrows it down. A Super Nintendo crossover game. I always love the TMNT. Oh, I know. Turtles in Time is fantastic. I also like Hyperstone Heist, which is like this weird sort of port to the Genesis. I say sort of because it like borrows a lot of stuff from from Turtles in Time, but like it's also kind of its own game. It was remade in the Xbox Series, I think, but it's completely heartless. That's unfortunate. Was there a DC Marvel crossover game for SNES? That'd be my guess. No, but goddamn, I wish. That would be dope. I mean, considering that the 90s are when the Amalgam comics happened, that would have been kind of neat. Bye, Stream Doctor! Thanks for hanging out! Bye! Bye, Ducky! These refs are very busy. That's kind of the thing. Like, these reference images are very busy. If there was a time to do that, yeah, it would have been the 90s. Well, considering that apparently there's been stirrings around that NetherRealms is making a Marvel fighting game, it makes me wonder. I don't know if that's going to be true or not, but it makes me wonder: are they going to do it like an Injustice versus whatever they do with the Marvel kind of series, Marv Justice, if you will? Okay, so I'm guessing no one knows. All right, the game is Alien versus Predator. Specifically the SNES version, not the arcade game. Which is completely different. I should have said, well, if I said it was based on a comic, I think a lot of people would have assumed, yeah, Marvel vs. DC. I grew up with this game, and it was a blast. At least I remember it was really good. I don't know. I always sucked at it. Yeah, yeah. This well, it's not really the same game. Is the thing? It's not really the same game as the arcade game. It's still a beat 'em up, but it's not really. It doesn't look the same. It doesn't play the same. It doesn't have the same music. It's very different. I quite like it. I don't. I'm pretty sure some people don't. I don't know. I would need to look into that. But I love the music. Like, listen to this music. It's so good. It's so, like, menacing. Let me play the PC version, specifically AVP 2. I actually have only played this version, this game, the SNES game. I can hear, like, the noises that the aliens make when you knock them out. Because you're playing as Predator, right? You're playing as the Predator and you're fighting the aliens. The final boss is the Queen, I think. One thing for sure, this game is hard. Like I remember it being really hard. Like, maybe it turns out it isn't, and I just suck. But I was never able to beat it. My brother was. My brother could beat it, but I couldn't. I like how these rips just kind of stop. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the frickin' waterfall stage. This is when the game starts getting really hard. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. bum, 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 bum. Yeah, sorry I'm not talking a whole lot. I'm kind of, I'm a bit tired, and I'm also just kind of in the zone, as it were. That's why I'm kind of just vocalizing. If anyone does have any questions or whatever, please feel free to ask. As per normal, these art streams are AMA, so you can ask me anything if you want, and I will answer it to the best of my abilities. Oh, again, sorry for the yawning. Ugh. Oh crap, Lois, this is worse than that time I had to fight the Predator. Would you guys watch Peter Griffin versus the Predator? I would. I'd watch Peter Griffin versus the Predator. The series finale to Family Guy is the Predator killing everyone, and the final battle is between Peter and the Predator, and it's like done in the style of like a chicken fight. I'd watch it. That sounds awesome. Largely because it means I might get to see Lois Griffin killed by a Predator, but like, you know. Bold to assume Family Guy will have a series finale. Hey, it's a prediction. It's a hope. Like... It's a desire, okay? I'm not saying it'll happen, but it'd be nice. Family Guy will have a finale. It's called The Heat Death of the Universe. Holy crap, Lois, this is worse than that time we survived the heat death of the universe and kept airing for another 3 seasons, at least. Let's be real. Simpsons, on the other hand... Yeah, no, The Simpsons would not be stopped by the heat death of the universe. That stuff's gonna go on forever. The cast will pass away, and then Disney will, like, bring them back, or, like, create, like, AI that will be able to sound just like them, or something twisted and horrible like that. Especially since, you know, we're on, like, what, season 30? The Simpsons literally should have stopped airing, like, over 20 seasons ago. Possibly, like, maybe, like, 15 if you want to be a bit more generous. But yeah, if there was ever a Family Guy finale, I'd want it to be like that, where Pigga de Griffum has to fight the Predator. But only do it after you've already put Peter Griffin into Fortnite. Otherwise, what was the point of existing? Like, I've said this before, but straight up, if they put Peter Griffin into Fortnite, like those rumors were saying that they were going to, I would actually give Fortnite another shot just for the meme. Just to be able to say, I played as Peter Griffin in Fortnite. Like, how many times are you gifted an opportunity like that, you know? Fun fact about this, we were talking about the Simpsons finale. Fun fact about this, there were actually ideas for what they would do for a Simpsons finale, and one of them was that it would have turned out that Marge's hair wasn't real, and that she would have pulled it off, and there would have been, like, Life in Hell style rabbit ears underneath. If I remember correctly, in the Simpsons arcade game, some of the animations actually show this. Like, I think one of her idle animations has her vacuum almost ripping it off and ripping off her hair, and then another one when she gets shocked and you see her skeleton, you can see that she has bunny ears under her hair. I just think that that's really actually a lot of 90s games did that, where it was like something in the show or whatever was meant to be a secret, and then like they would like just have that be in the game. Like, there's an Inspector Gadget platformer, and while you can't make out his face very well, you can see Dr. Claw's face, and it actually lines up with a Dr. Claw action figure which showed off his face as this kind of gray-maned old man. I just think it's so weird that they even had plans for what would happen if The Simpsons ever ended. It's so unfathomable to think about, isn't it? Literally, The Simpsons existed before I was born. So the idea of, like, The Simpsons having anything close to a planned conclusion is so surreal to me. Now, I think that they should do it. I'm not saying I would necessarily be upset, but like it'd be so strange, you know? I actually think this sketch is mostly fine. I think I just need to kind of touch it up a little bit. Let's just... We're on the last character, folks. Woo! I don't know how many people are even still here. It says viewership is 7, but... Sometimes the machine lies. But yeah, so if you've ever wondered what Dr. Claw's face was actually supposed to look like, both the Inspector Gadget Super Nintendo game and a Dr. Claw action figure both show you what it looks like. But yeah, I remember, like, tie-in things would do that a lot, where it would be, like, the gimmick would be spoiling something that was meant to be, like, a mystery in the show, or you would see something that was meant to be more like a surprise for the show, but then it would be, like, included in a thing. I can't really think of any other example. Oh, actually, I can. Although it's not quite the same thing. But in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter, they added in Karai as the final boss of the Sega Genesis version. I think it was the Sega Genesis version. Even though Karai was a character who had been newly introduced into the Mirage comics at the time, very recently. Like, like, it was very recently when they introduced her. And I don't think she was ever in the original show, so... Again, I'm trying to think of more examples, because it is something that happened a few times. Where it was like, oh, well, this was meant to be a secret for the show, or for the toy line, or whatever, and then they just had it in the game. It was like, okay, thanks. Thanks for spoiling it. Oh, yeah, you know what? Another one, again, happens with a toy. The action for the toy line for Batman Mask of the Phantasm did that. They let you take off the Phantasm's mask, and it was Audrey underneath. I believe her name was Audrey. Even though the mystery is who is the Phantasm. Now, I think it did actually say, it's like, yeah, it's a spoilery thing, but I just think that that's so funny that it's like that like the whole mystery of the freaking thing was ruined by a gimmicky toy where you could take off her helmet. I just think that that's so funny. As an aside, if any of you have seen that movie, the original Phantasm has nothing to do with that. The original Phantasm was a sort of a spectre-y thing made by Danny Chase of the Teen Titans. I think later on, after I think his body died or something, he sort of went around as it for a bit before properly dying. I honestly don't remember. I'm not as familiar with that particular period of the Teen Titans history. Yeah, I just think that that's so funny that it's like that they would have like secrets in there and then just completely spoil them. It's like, well, gee, thanks for thanks for spoiling everything. The one that really surprised me was Dr. Claw, because they never showed his face, and he was never supposed to have his face seen. Like, that was never the plan. But here we are, and they showed Dr. Claw's face, and it was in something that, at least by the standards of like the toys and like the action figure, it looked like the show. It wasn't like the movie where it's just a guy, I believe Rupert Everett. It was no, it was like this was an official Dr. Claw design, and I just think that that's so weird. I thought Phantasm was that movie, The Funeral Home, and the Flying Steel Balls of the Tall Man goes, boy, do you mean Phantasm, the, am I thinking of the FMV game by Roberta, like the point-and-click adventure game by Roberta Williams? Because, I mean, maybe not, because I don't remember that. Because I don't think I've seen a movie called Phantasm. No, but the Phantasm I'm referring to is a DC Comics character. Oh, it's a film series, okay. Because when I was thinking of Phantasm, like the Roberta Williams game, I was like, I don't remember that. I mean, maybe it was in Phantasm 2, because, no, I'm thinking of Phantasmagoria, sorry. That game is special. This is like super like happy music for the end of Alien vs. Predator. Yay! The Predator killed all the aliens and saved the human race. Now he can kill the human race. Yay! Well, okay, that's not really the goal of the Predators, but like I just think that that's so funny. It's like, yay, they destroyed the Xenomorphs. Now they're gonna menace us. Phantasmagoria was very strange. Now we've got X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. This was a beat 'em up sort of platformer made by Capcom. Around the time they were making their fighting games. Also on the SNES. I remember really enjoying it. Apparently it's not considered that good. I know there was Phantasmagoria 2, but I honestly know very little about it. Phantasmagoria is not exactly my favorite Roberta Williams game, so... I mean, it's charming in a really doofy kind of way, but, like, when it comes to, like, puzzle-solving actual gameplay, I don't know, I just don't like it as much. I believe, Laura Bow was, Roberta Williams. If so, like the Laura Bow games, those are my favorites. Either that or King's Quest. One thing that sucked about this game is that there was no save, so you always had to start from the very beginning. And it's, like, decently long, because you had to go through 5 unique stages with each of the X-Men, and then you would pick a character, and then you would go through a certain kind of... Then you would go through some stages that any of them could go through, and those were hard. I think there were codes so at the very least there was that, but I might be misremembering. I never managed to beat it. I think my brother did once. But remember how earlier we were talking about that Capcom electric guitar? This is it. That they'd use in like SNES and arcade games, like their Marvel fighting games. This was it. You see, it sounds really cool, doesn't it? Well, in Mega Man X3, it stops being cool. Like, because it's just you get so tired of hearing it. There is a similar game. I believe it's Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems. And actually, if I remember correctly, excuse me for stretching, Wolverine sprites are actually the same between these two games. I don't know which one came out first. I'm tempted to say this one. But it's a very similar styled game. It's like a beat 'em up. Where you play like different characters and you go through the different stages, you know. Ba-da-boop. 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 Nice. This is the theme for Beast Stage. Alright, good night, Milksteak. Catch you later. Thanks for hanging out. Bye! And also, thank you for the donations. Or was it donations as in plural? Or was it, I don't know. I think it was 2. Donations! My dude. Catch you on the flip side. See you later. speaking of that guitar. See how nice it sounds in small doses? One of the reasons why I brought up Mega Man X3 so much. One of the reasons why I don't like that game's soundtrack is about, okay, like, this sounds nice as an isolated piece, right? That fits the character. It's Cyclops, I think this is Cyclops stages. Yeah. Imagine the entire game was the soundtrack regardless of what you were doing. With this amount of the electric guitar. You get tired of it very fast. And it is constantly at this frequency. But now it just sounds cool. Like, just on its own, it sounds really awesome. Excuse me, got something on my throat. This is, Hey! We're getting raided by Omni Horizon with a party of 3. Hello, peeps! My name is Dr. Josh Fox. I'm a gender fluid variety streamer who is currently doing art. I do everything from art to video games like platformers, RPGs, sim games, etc., etc. We're super glad to have you. Welcome to the Fox Den. Hello, Omni Horizon! Hi, Choco. Hi, Blitzio. Hey guys, the real star is also here. Hi, Omni and the gang. How y'all doing? Hi, Zachris. Oh, if you came in on the raid, if you could refresh your page so it'll count you both as a raid viewer and a proper viewer, like, and a regular viewer, because Twitch likes making those things different for some reason, I'd very much appreciate it. What's up, babe? Meow. Okay, okay. Nothing. I'm surprised how late you do your exercises, man.
I meant to do it earlier, but I got
on a what?
on other stuff.
Okay. I'm good, Omni. I'm just here vibing. We're listening to the X-Men Mutant Apocalypse soundtrack while I do my art. I'm actually just about to, I'm not just about to wrap up, but I'm getting pretty close to finishing off this commission. And then after we're done that, we're probably going to turn in for the night. I want to thank you so much for the raid, by the way. It's very much appreciated. I still can't figure out how to get, like, the visual notification for raids to show up. It's been, like, a year, and I still can't find it. Like, the audio plays, and I get a notification, but, like, it doesn't, like, show on screen. I actually have a unique asset for it, too, which is, pretty funny that I'd probably never figure out how to make it work. Yeah. I do indeed. As you can see, I'm not directly copying that armor design, but I am taking some influence from it. I don't know who the artist is. It just says Mo. I just kind of, it was one of the references I was sent. It's a very nice looking set of armor, and I don't want to copy it too much. But yes, I do use Streamlabs for alerts. Alert! Alert! It's a nice armor set. Yeah, it does. It is. It's really cool looking. So I don't want to copy it too much because obviously, like, I don't want to just rip off that one artist. But influence is okay. Now we're getting into the music I'm not as familiar with, because again, I never beat this game, so... So, Omni, if you don't mind me asking, what were you streaming? In fact, actually, let's also give you a shout-out, because I just realized I forgot to do that. There you go. So, what were you streaming, my dude? Excuse me for yawning. Oh. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Rave the Wolf. How you doing, Rave? Welcome to the Fox Den. Kick up your feet and relax. Good to see ya. I'm actually just working on a commission here, and then afterwards we're just gonna wrap up for the day. Admittedly, com's taking a bit longer than I thought it would, but you know. Sometimes that cannot be helped. That sure was a piece of music. Excuse me. Apologies again for being quiet. Thank you very much for the host. Hey, it's Tex with 7 viewers. Damn. How you doing, guys? Welcome to livestream. We're just working on some commissions. I'm also being close to start my ink drop over again. Ah, fair enough. Ah! Hi, Tex! How is the friend? Tex Raid! Yeah, well, Tex host, but the intent is there. Well, thank you for yet another raid. Hi, T-Chap. Muchly appreciated. I didn't know you streamed until Teach said something. Well, now you do. How are you doing, Rave? It's good to see you. Aw, chuck a little bit. Good! God damn, you're feeling very good today. Hey, Rave! Thank you very much for the Tier 1 subscription! You now have access to all Tier 1 emotes, which is admittedly most of them. I'm not gonna feel this way. Rave, you are a cutie. Also, while we're at it, if you would like, there is in fact a Discord you can join. Discord is a great way to keep track of my of when I'm streaming and things like that, and just to hang out with people. Also, if you have your own stuff you want to promote, your own art you want to put in there, that's also something you can do. It's also just an awesome little community. Listen to that bass. What do you think this is, Sonic the Hedgehog? Okay, I'm sorry, I'll stop. You might notice I tend to verbalize the instrumentals a lot when we listen to music. I'm so sorry. Also, again, not sure if you heard, but Rave, you are a cutie. Admittedly, it did come out quite quick, so you a cutie, Rave. Again, thank you very much for the subscription and the follow. Putting up with the fact, knowing the fact that I'm going to be verbalizing all of the music. Magneto's evil speech. That's really the name of this track, by the way. The speech itself is evil. Magneto, you bastard. You're so evil that your speeches are evil. It sure is great for a game called X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. The final boss is Magneto. Just, thought I'd point that out. How's everyone who came in on the text raid doing, by the way? We actually were raided by Tex and we're raided by Omni, so that's exciting. 2 raids for the price of 1! Good! I'm glad you're doing well, Tex. It is good to see you, friend. But yeah, you think that the final boss of X-Men Mutant Apocalypse would be Apocalypse. But no, it's Magneto. I got a new emote slot from the help of Rave, so I'm so excited to get a new one. Yay! Congrats! I was always so much fun getting new emotes, and we can maybe get more in the future if I can manage to reach partner. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Listen to those oddly Sega Genesis sounding sound effects. I could have sworn I added these in. Huh. Oh, excuse me. Honestly, I'm kind of not digging that thing and like the way that the kind of design is looking. I think I'm gonna like just make it one line and then just like a simple color. Cause I'm looking at it and it just looks kind of clunky. Like it's distracting. Excuse me. I don't know why this is playing again. It's also the introduction music, but whatever. Again, I swear I... Huh. Excuse me. Just gonna tidy up the... That's the song that plays, then it means you have to start the whole game again. Why does this sound like Undertale, like speech, like doop 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 doop? Okay, now I actually have run out of things to play. Vector Man. Oh, yes, Vector Man. I think we actually have had Vector Man on before. It is a really, really good soundtrack. I don't think that's necessary. Alright. I think well, actually, I do want to fix something. Vector Man, well, it's literally like the world gets. It's literally Wall-E, but like instead you blow stuff up. Pollution messes up the planet. The humans leave Earth and leave Orbots to clean up the planet, and then one of them goes AWOL, and now Vector Man has to stop him from destroying the planet and the humans, I guess. Also, it was rated KA, which I'm... I was saying the game was a little spooky, but I mean, I guess there's nothing really in it that's bad for kids. I think in the second one it was rated T because there was some bug-related gore. We declared the Earth while humans are away. Yes. What if we replaced our robots for foremen's heads with a nuke? Why did we do that? Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you. But also, how come an Orbot like Vector Man, if he's mostly designed for cleaning, why does he have blasters and several different modes which are clearly better suited for combat and platforming than cleaning anything? Why does he have skates? For zapping garbage, I assume. An incinerator on the go. Okay, but then why can he turn into a drill? Why does he have skates? Why does he have a train mode? It's just... Why does he have several different types of lasers? Why was he built with an attitude? These are just game things. I don't know why they're starting here. He's the full Orbot package, baby. I guess, yeah. Do you think Orbot from the Sonic games is a reference to that, like the name, or do you think it's just a strange little coincidence? Coincidence, I'd say. I'd like to think it's intentional, but I don't know. Apparently they were gonna do like a Vector Man reboot at some point. It would have been like a super serial like first-person shooter. I'm kind of glad they didn't do that, cause like, not that I'd be against them like remaking Vector Man, but I just don't like. I just don't think it being like super serial. Like make it dark, that's fine, but like. Make it like super duper serious real world kind of thing. I just don't think that that's necessary. They were gonna do something with Mega Man like that as well, actually. If you look up Maverick Hunter, I believe it's just called Maverick Hunter. They were doing something similar with that too, and that's so weird that they would like want to do that with of all characters Mega Man, because as we've seen with Bomberman, that just never works. Excuse me. Also, out of all the classic Sega games that don't really get mentioned much to make a gritty reboot of, you know what I think would actually work? The Ooze. Because that game was always kind of freaky, like... I don't like the Ooze, it kind of freaks me out. Ooze? Yeah, the Ooze. It's a game. It's like this kind of puzzle exploration game where you're playing as like this ooze monster man thing. Basically, someone gets, if I remember correctly, I might need to look up the official synopsis. Here, I'm just gonna look that up super quick. It was made by Sega Technical Institute in 1995. The game starts at a chemical plant known as the Corporation, with scientist Dr. Daniel Kane seeking to research lab where he worked in order to find evidence that crimes are being committed using a toxic gas he created. Kane discovers that his colleagues are planning Operation Omega, a plan to release a plague upon the populace and make a fortune because they hold the only cure. However, the director of the corporation discovers Kane in his lab. Kane is disposed of by means of chemical waste, but the chemicals do not kill him. Instead, they alter him into the angry, sentient, formless creature known as the Ooze. Swearing revenge, the Doctor seeks two things: his former colleagues and to assume his human form once again. He must now find the DNA helices scattered throughout the wasteland or end up imprisoned in the Director's lava lamp. I think that prison in a lava lamp is probably like the campiest part. Everything else is pretty it's pretty serious. Like, damn. And like when you like die, he like screams out in like agony and like melts away, and his like face turns into like a skull. Oh, I don't like it. I mean, it's cool. It's really cool, but I don't like it. Freaks me out, man. As for the game itself, I remember finding it kind of annoying. How long is this gonna loop on for? It's just the introduction theme, guy. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna... I kind of like that look better. I think it helps her kind of stand out a little bit more, considering it's a lot of black and a lot of browns. So yeah, let's go with this color scheme now. I think that'll work better. Oh yes, this stage, the on-rail shooter one. Ugh, I don't like this one. The effect on it is really cool, but like, as an actual like stage, it's very annoying. Alright, so we're almost done here. I just need to do the head colors, and we're pretty much calling it a day. And this commission will be done. I can send it over to the commissionee in question, and or I guess they'd be the commissioner and I'd be the commissionee. Anyway, I'll send it over to the customer in question, and that'll be that. I, for one, am looking forward to crashing, because I am quite tired. Oh, Jesus! Come on, thank you. Christ, on a bike. Actually, was it the same colors, or like... Yeah, okay. Of course, I put it all on one record on accident. I meant to say, Frank, I'm tired. I meant to say, layer. And I think I said, it sounds more like record or something. Excuse me for yawning and stretching. Jeez. I've enjoyed working on this piece, but I am looking forward to it being over. It's mostly because when it's over, I can go to bed. Oh, come on. Friggin'... Alright. Just put us away the refs. Restore the white background, because that's all they wanted. They didn't want anything fancy. Let's... I don't think we need the lineup anymore. Doesn't look too bad. I'll put my SIG off to the side somewhere, and then that'll be that for the evening. Getting the impression everyone is also tired, so... Best to end this now. Anywho, besides we're running a little late, so I honestly didn't think this was gonna take as long as it did. Oh well. Actually, there's one thing I forgot to do. Let's go to the snake and let's okay, I believe that is all. I'm just gonna save this, and I'm gonna send it over to them, but before I send it over to them, we are gonna wrap up here today. But as per normal, I don't want to leave you guys without something to watch, so Vectorman can turn off for a second. And we're gonna see who we can raid, because I can. Let me just go to my Twitch, and we shall see who can be rated. Not a lot of options right now. Actually, my friend Pierce and Void is playing? What? Huh. Let's raid Void. He has slightly less viewers. Alright guys, I don't really have much else to say. I'm just really glad you guys stuck out with me. I know these streams went out for quite a while. This is so good. Well, hey, I'm glad you like it, Rave. I was gonna say anything and it's gone. Alright then, there's not much else to say. Thank you all for hanging out with me for so long. Sorry things got a little bit quiet towards the end. That's just sort of how it happens. I'm very tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I love you all. Bye!